Welcome back everybody, let's play Hot Wheels Beat That. We're a little behind schedule. I can't really promise we're gonna get back on schedule, but such is life for us. So, I did go back and, as you can probably guess from Cove Light being selected, I went back and I got all the different flames we were missing, again, as I usually do. Who do we play as now? I remember back when 16 Angels was like the best car to be had. That's not the case anymore. We're just doing an eliminator. We played as quite a few cars lately. Kinda want to play as somebody earlier on. Valspec should be able to handle it, I think. It's not too old of a car right now. Although the AI does seem to be a bit harder lately. I'm not sure if it's really that the AI is harder. I feel like the cars have better stats than they really should. Like, there have been cars passing me on straightaways that should not have higher speed than I do. I've noticed. But that's just me being suspicious. Big air and lots of rings. That is all doable for me. Doable and done are two different things, but we can try. Anyways. Assuming we go. Oh wait. 16 Angels is still here. Also joy not winning things, so that's not how I like to be. That was not with skill or accuracy. I'm not in last. What are you saying to me, game? I'm heartily in fourth. Also don't know where you get... Well, I remember always saying the issue of not having any idea on every difficulty. That being the past two difficulties, I guess. No idea. Dude! 4 wheels on the ground. Not having any idea how to approach the issue of trying to get 300 points in one jump here. No idea how to do that after all this time. Jeez, you guys are loud. Okay, you at least have a reason for being able to pass me. I won't complain about that. Physics, what are you doing? What happened there? There are invisible forces here. Oh, good job, guys. A lot of you. I don't think I deserve an airstrike right now. Hey, Gearhead, you're brave trying to fear these places at this point. This kind of... Oh wait, what? Ah! Oh no, I can't supercharge him anymore. You can't supercharge apparently. I don't know if it's that you can't supercharge if you're stunned, or if I just had barely managed to lose. Oh, stupid rockets! Seriously? They just blow up on me instead of actually going forwards. I wanted to supercharge us and hit people with that. Away rig motor. But anyways, I wanted to supercharge those and then I sipped one. Ah, that should get someone hitting a wall. Beautiful. But it didn't work out that way. Because for some reason the supercharging was not happening. For multiple potential reasons. See, I don't need turning where I am. It's all contextual. That Tesla. It slows you down a little bit too, I think, but it's not the big problem. I could get multiple rings here if I'm smart. Doubt it. Also try to knock him off, although probably knock myself off in the process. But I can get another weapon ring here, all the better. Oh. I don't think I meant... I don't know if I meant... I don't know what happened with that. That airstrike right there. One, they were in second place. Why did they get an airstrike in second place? Two, I don't know if I managed to cancel an airstrike in any capacity. Because I know you could actually cancel power-ups that are in progress, weapons that are currently being used by using EMP. That didn't really help me much. Taking that turn wide and managing to not get the power-up. But in that case, they apparently managed to call the airstrike before my EMP activated anyways. But the airstrike also didn't hit me, so I'm not sure. And I don't need the rings anymore, so let's just race a little bit more seriously. That Tesla would have been alright to actually get some use out of, but oh well. And this car is good enough, at least. Really? How nobody hit that? This car's good enough to stay ahead at least. While I'm taking it seriously. Wow, these cars. There are new challenges you have to face on higher difficulties. I don't mean in the sense of the game actually deliberately making things harder. It's that you now have to deal with physics issues, like your car literally rolling over if you take a turn too hard. That was a good rocket. Oh man, they messed themselves up, it looks like. They fell behind a little bit. I don't know if it's really faster to stay up here or not. Whatever. And the thing is, at the bottom, if you don't take the higher route, you can actually hit those two green rings in succession, and that's a pretty good speed boost for a while. It's essentially 2 full turbos. I don't know if you really lose much for going down on the lower road instead of the higher one where you have to go slower to not fall. Anyways, so I think I was wrong. I think I misremembered the deal with Pinball Pursuit before. Race cam. In terms of objectives, it's actually on the Eliminator. I forgot there was also the Eliminator, where you put down the shockwave mine in the pinball machine. So I do believe we still have the exact same objectives in every single level. I actually acknowledge and recognize and admire the effectiveness of the supercharged smokescreen now in ways that I did not before. So I do not mind having that as a secondary objective. I'd like to get a mine though. I do not have a mine. Darn. I'm not gonna get mines most likely from. I don't know if you even can get mines from supercharged or from blue rings. I'd love to put down a mine immediately and ruin everybody's lives, potentially including my own, but at least in an entertaining fashion. But alas, that was not how life presented itself to me. That was a nice jump. So at 300 though. I don't know if there are really any jumps there that you would want to use turbo on. I think you can get turbo on, or in the previous level that is, that's what I'm talking about now, to get that jump for 300. Sounds like Jeopardy. Beautiful jump. I wonder what the biggest jump is I've gotten, or the biggest jump is that anybody's gotten in this game. I actually don't really need those right now, because I need to use other power-ups. Game. Rockets are cooler. Some of the preferred power-ups in this game. But I actually like to put down multiple mines. Hopefully the one guy's not going to hit all of them. Because there's one guy behind me. I'd like everybody to get mixed up in some carnage over there. I don't know if that really happened or not. It looks like I might not have. Okay, now I just need supercharging. Awesome. Oh no! That was going so much better than I expected. Until everything went horrible. But as I was saying in the previous course, if what you're looking for is a 300-point jump, I think I found the most reliable way to do it, and it's not very reliable, is the... oh, email. I cannot check right now. Is the jump on the left at the very beginning. If you go on that upper route that takes you... oh, someone actually opened up that route. Interesting. Did the mine open it up by exploding or something? I'm curious now. Do mines do that? No, I'm pretty sure I've tried that before. Placing a mine on a wall and didn't open it. I have no use for this considering that there's nobody behind me, but whatever. If you boost on that jump though, I think you can, from time to time... why does this happen? Oh! I think I've managed to get 300 that way. It's tempting to get huge air again here, but I won't do that. fact, what I should do is I should supercharge this. It's crazy how high they charge stats are on these your cars. It's really not a good thing to land on somebody else. I don't mind when somebody else lands on me generally, because that means that I'm messing up their day by doing so. Oh man, I lost my train of thought now. Landing on people, things like that. Whatever happened here is what I was thinking about initially. Oh. I'm gonna stay ahead. And I can. I was surprised battle spec was second for a bit there. Oh, I was talking about charge being so much higher on these cars. For one, at least. Is this what I want? I feel like I would prefer something defensive. Okay, I have the offensive weapon, they have the defensive weapon. Also, I don't know if it's faster to go through here or the shortcut. Right here, unfortunately. I feel like it actually is faster to go through the loop. Am I being proven wrong? This now? Hard to tell. This could be mine or something. Beautiful. Not gonna take the crazy route this time. So, we don't even know what the cause is of the wonky physics now. That's the crazy thing, it's a scary thing. Since I keep cutting myself off, I will actually finish this now, this sentence, this phrase, this idea. The charge is so high on these cars now, you can supercharge weapons all the time. Like, every single time I decide, I need to supercharge a weapon now, I realize that, like, just a few seconds ago I supercharged something else. It's gonna be a lot harder switching to older cars if I ever do. Actually having to think about my choice of superchargers a lot harder. Anyways, last eliminator. I feel like the robots are cursed lately with what's happening with the physics here. We don't have an explanation for it anymore either. That's not doing it, or as we now try to call them, slingshot, in their less benevolent frame of mind. Less malevolent frame of mind, that is. More benevolent, potentially. Points 10. Points and 10 are the objectives of the day. I guess Track T has a bit of a thing for skulls too. You'd think that'd be something they would bond over with. What's her name? With Rigor Motor. But that didn't really seem to be the case earlier. Back in the tournament when they first met. Or at least. Wasn't that when they first met? It might have been. No. They were both in... I don't know if they ever raced together, I don't think they did. But they were both in... Turbo Racing. Stupid. Leave me alone. Trying to supercharge stuff now. Dude, stop it. I'm trying to supercharge it so I can hit you with it. Oh, look, you're gonna take a slow route. Cool. Now you're gonna be behind me. So these rockets aren't useful for me. Let's play the long con. Well, you know what? Take that. Aggression. Okay, cool. You want to be ahead? Go ahead. Have fun. God, I had use for this last rocket. Don't like jumping there. It just feels like it slows you down too much. The ramp is at an awkward angle that slows you down a lot, I feel like. I like the choice to give different rings here. I mean, there's no real reason I don't think to take the yellow ring over the blue ring, probably. That was not supposed to happen. Maybe unless you really do. Man, it takes a while to get your control back too after you get unfrozen, surprisingly. I'm not sure what I'm trying to draft you for. Oh, I guess I do need points actually, which I wasn't thinking about. Take that. Aha! You cannot disable me fully, completely. I can still get back at you. Interesting attempt at a drift. There are some pretty okay drifting opportunities in this course, I feel like. Like, this is a nice drift. That was satisfying. I feel like it's pretty uncommon. There's something that pushes you to the right there. I don't know what it is. My car is definitely being pushed to the right. Nice, I got one goal done. I don't know which one it even was. Don't need that, whatever it is. I know what it is. It's a nice gun. The words are there. But I don't need it. Get going. Oh, people are shooting various things. They're not conducive to my satisfaction with my performance. Everybody's pretty spread out. It's kind of weird. Makes for a decidedly less exciting race, but sometimes we don't really need a ton of excitement in our lives. So I think that's okay. I was trying to get that ring, actually. I don't know if I have the points or the rings for the objectives I already have done. Something's pushing me to the right, I don't know what. It's right there. Just that one little part. I feel like I've gone through lots of rings. I feel like I've also gotten a good deal of points, though. Considering some of these drifts I've done. Some of them have turned out quite horribly like that. Others have pretty profitable, I think. So it's hard to say for sure. Oh, awesome. I guess I had actually gone through enough of those. Well, it's done now. I feel like I'm generally pretty good at this course, specifically because of having had to complete this course as what's her face? Madonna, or whatever her name is. The cool one being the car she drives, or van, rather more appropriately, that she drives. Trying to keep up with everyone here, you have to actually figure out the best racing line, essentially. Which is why I always take the left route. I find that it's a lot faster towards the end there. In any case, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Let's Play Hot Wheels Beat That, where we do Rampage things with Rampage characters. In this case, pretty much exclusively Danny. There are others that we've used, but in this case it'll be Danny. Anyways, bye guys.